Philly.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing now.
Another throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Now the 3rd-year man, here's Kenneth Gainwell.
Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Powell. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Penny, a first down carry.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Slot man moves right.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 4.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
3rd and 4. Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
73.
Throwing is Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They go play action with Hurts.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
No touchdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
On 3rd down, Penny. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Able to get away. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Howell out of the shotgun.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. And Howell will throw it. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Howell throwing on first down here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On first down, Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good on the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Second and 10.
Now it's Penny running right. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's third and 10.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Running left, it's Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Tiger Hornet. 60. No touch.
They're going to look to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Throwing here, Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly aren't loading up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd and long, here's Howell.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Inside handoff, Penny. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And a short gain down to about the 33. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A give running right is Gainwell. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense so far on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And some space here. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, 55 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Al down to throw it. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Powell from the gun. That one complete out to Dotson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Another throw for Howell. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 21.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Penny. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
On the draw, Gainwell. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Commander's 35-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Howell. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of the defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Powell to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Powell, another throw on 2nd down. He's got McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Finding Samuel. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go play action. Powell. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Down to an Egos Hurts, and that is going to be that. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Philadelphia, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.